RVs have taken up residence all along 1700 South near Redwood Road. It's in Salt Lake City. Neighbors say some are unsanitary and leave behind a huge mess. But Haley Cromblehome found out right now the city can't make them move because of the virus.
Yeah, that's right, Heidi. At this point, there are at least a dozen RVs and campers set up here along 1700 South. And typically, you'd need to move your vehicle every 48 hours to avoid being in violation of a city ordinance. But I found out during the pandemic, the city isn't enforcing those laws. Charles Coltrane has been a fixture on 1700 South for decades. The RVs have not.
Within the last two and a half years.
Coltrane says as drivers were pushed off of other streets, they ended up here.
When they're parked around, I lose my view of my front yard, which is the Glendale Golf Course.
He says he doesn't really mind until campers don't clean up.
When they start leaving their garbage on the side of the street and, things like that, and I have to go pick up after them, then I start calling in requesting, the 48-hour move citations.
Parking enforcement has been citing drivers when the RVs aren't registered or their plates are expired. But Lisa Schaefer, the city's chief administrative officer, said other enforcement, that's on hold.
Currently, under the emergency proclamation for COVID-19, we have suspended enforcement of what's called our Streets for Storage ordinance. And that is the ordinance that we disallow somebody to park on the street for longer than 48 hours.
Yeah.
Steve Raven has been parking on the street for the last 4 days.
Word of mouth.
He says he's well aware of the 48-hour rule.
I got quite a few warnings.
But Raven, a diabetic, says it's not a lack of shelter space leading him to stay on 1700 South.
I've never been in one, never would. Especially now, It's coronavirus.
Raven and Coltrane can agree on one thing. They'd like to see the city carve out some designated space for campers.
So that these people could have a place to live and not be always chased off.
I haven't got that lucky yet.
Now, that emergency order that's preventing these citations, that is set to expire in the next few days, but Schaefer said it could be extended into August. She did say, however, that outreach teams meant to connect people with services available in the city and the health department are set to have people coming out, checking in with people here on 1700 South over the next week. In Salt Lake City, Haley Cromblehome, 2 News.
New and unexpected issues every day. Haley, thank you.